Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
He won't be happy with that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vieira. France are looking to break at pace. Japan do have a chance to counter here. And he's intervened well there. Oh, easy pickings there.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's had a shot! Goal! France! Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the game's first significant, just about within shooting range. Oh, split-second reaction.
Takahara clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Chance for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Japan have their second corner now. Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now it's Griezmann. Oh, red, nice interception. Now it's Takahara. Takahara powering forward here. And he's managed to get free. Fired deep to big header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gendouzi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann. And this is Dembele. It's Griezmann! Quality ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Takahara, he's going for goal! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit.
Now Mbappe. And the shot! Goal! France! And they're back in front. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
France get themselves into the lead. Knocks it into space. Shoots! Oh, off the bar! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Corner number 3 coming up. Mignon claims comfortably. France have the chance to go the other way. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Borgier, and he was quick to react. That's good running with the ball. Takes a shot! Yes! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Great vision. And he's had a hit! Oh no, this does not look good. Crosses it in. Guendouzi. Griezmann, a player hoodie. And that'll be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Consommation de boissons n'est autorisée que dans les zones indiquées. Merci. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 2, le numéro 20.
The second half then, just getting going.
Le numéro 4, le numéro 33.
Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. That has been cut short. Thuram. Well, played right into his path. Big chance! Oh, that was venomous. Nakata does well to get it back. Nicely aimed pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Takahara, he's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played out to the right. Klaus. Klaus is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That's a lovely, neat pass. Look at the space here.
Nakata really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Borgier. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get onto this? And the break is on. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Nakata. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Nakata being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Short changes him with that pass. And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. Dembele. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass...
And the shot! Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Japan go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
And the finish!
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Mbappe, Griezmann. That's been cut out, well played. And they've got a throw. Mbappe is onto this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to pass it through.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Takahara.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
He's in a great position here. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.